day viewers, my name is Isma'Il Tukur Kaura, and here is the news from News and Current Affairs on my television station here in Gusau. First, the headlines. CBN limit cash withdrawal to 20,000 per day. Senate kick against CBN cash withdrawal policy. PDP members have been advised to be law-abiding citizens at all times. Military kills 7 wanted terrorists in Kaduna. Federal University Gusau appoint Mohd as new boss. CDD trained journalists on election reportage. Now the news in details. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has limited over-the-counter cash withdrawals by individual and corporate entities to 100,000 and 500,000 weekly respectively. In a statement signed by the Director of Banking Supervision, Haruna B. Mustapha, individual will only be able to withdraw 100,000 per week over the counter, point of the sale machine (POS) or the automatic teller machine (ATM), while organization can access up to 500,000 per week. The statement further explained that the third-party check above 50,000 shall not be eligible for payment over the counter, while extant limit of 10 million on clearing check remain. The maximum cash withdrawal per weeks via ATM and POS shall be 100,000, subject to a maximum of 20,000 cash withdrawal per day, while denomination of 200 and below shall be loaded into the ATM. However, in compelling circumstances not exceeding once a month, where cash withdrawal above the prescribed limit are required for legitimate purposes, such cash withdrawal shall not exceed 5 million and 10 million for individual and corporate organization respectively, and shall be subject to the reference processing fees. In another development, the Senate has kicked against the plan by the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) to limit the cash withdrawal by any individual to 100,000 and corporate bodies to 500,000 per week from January 9, 2023. In an attempt motion by the Senator Philip Tanimu Aduda, representing Federal Capital Territory, on the plan 100,000 withdrawal per person per week, called on all the senators to debate on the planned policy before the Senate President. In his reaction, the Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, intercepted Senator Aduda and asked him to wait until Tuesday next week, where the motion on the policy will be thoroughly debated. Lawan ordered the Committee on Banking, Insurance and other financial institutions mandated to screen the appointed deputy governors of the Central Bank to focus its questions on the planned policy. The acting chairman of People Democratic Party (PDP) Zamfara State, Honorable Mukhtar Lugga, has called on the entire members in the state to remain calm and also be law-abiding citizens at all times. Lugga made the call while speaking to Aloma television station in Gusau, the state capital. He accused the APC and the state government for denying them to place their campaign posters and billboards despite meeting up with the Zuref conditions. Lugga said that lack of focus on developmental project is the rationale behind APC and the state government not to commence their campaign in the state, while challenging them to come out and tell the public any meaningful project executed by the government that will have direct impact on the masses. You are watching the news from Aloma television station. Before we go on break, let us remind you of our headlines. CBN limits cash withdrawal to 20,000 per day. Senate kick against CBN cash withdrawal policy. PDP members have been advised to be law-abiding citizens. In part 2, when we returns, military kills 7 wanted terrorists in Kaduna. Federal University Gusau appoint Mohd as new bossa. CDD trained journalists on election reportage, We'll be right back. Welcome back. You are watching the news from News and Current Affairs Aluma television station here in Gusau. Now the rest of the news. Nigerian military said it has eliminated 7 among the wanted Zamfara terrorist kingpin in Kaduna State by 2 of Nigerian Air Force attack jet. The Nigerian Air Force Director of Information, Air Commodore Edward Gabwek, who confirmed the airstrike, thanked Nigerians for their support to the military at all times. Those killed during the operation include Jibril Gurgu, Isa Jauro, and Tambowal from Zamfara State. Other kingpins eliminated are Noti Bala Yunusa and Burti, who was a well-known associate of another sought-after terrorist Haladu Buhari Yadi. Edward explained that the operation which resulted to the killing of wanted terrorists was undertaken by air component of Operation Well Funch and identified terrorist hideout in Alaji Ganai location, Buhari New location, and Dogon Mekaji, all in Giwa local government, respectively. The airstrike, which was launched on 1st December 2022, is in collaboration with the Kaduna State government to flush out the enclaves of the terrorists in Sopa and Riawa in Igabi, Birnin Yaro local government, Birnin Gwari local government in Kaduna State. The Governing Council of Federal University Gusau has announced Malam Mudassir Musa as new substantive bursar of the University Gusau for a single term of 5 years. This was contained in a statement signed by the University Public Relations Officer Umar Usman and made available to newsmen in Gusau, the state capital. According to the statement, the Governing Council approved his appointment at the 26th meeting of the council that took place in Sokoto under the leadership of the board chairman, Pro-Chancellor Yisa Ezekiel Benjamin. Until his appointment, the new bursar of the university, Malam Mudassir Musa, was a deputy bursar, treasury/payroll of the Federal University Gusau. Born on 5th May 1972, Malam Mudassir Musa obtained his National Diploma in Financial Studies, Higher National Diploma in Accountancy, BSc Accounting, Postgraduate Professional Diploma in Accounting and Finance, and Masters in Accounting and Finance Management. Malam Mudassir is a member of many professional associations such as National Accountant of Nigeria, ANAN, Society for Forensic Accounting, and Institute of Corporate Executive of Nigeria. Center for Democracy and Development, CDD, in collaboration with the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, have trained 35 journalists and activists across Northwest Zone on politics-sensitive reporting of 2023 general election. In an opening remark, the head of the department, Voters Education, Publicity and Inclusivity of INEC, Adam Ahmad Maulud, charged the media on free, fair and credible election coverage in the forthcoming general election. Mohd, who was represented head of Botas Unit Education, Garba Ashiru, at the opening of 2 days capacity building training in Kano on Wednesday, said that journalists must have a knowledge of the political, economic, and social environmental of their assigned beat. He further explained that journalists must also have a requisite knowledge of the law and the constitutions, especially the laws guiding the conduct of election, while urging them to rise above ethnic and religious profiling. In her remarks, the CDD Director Idayat Hassan disclosed that the aim of the training was to enhance the capacity of journalists, and especially those who may be assigned to cover the forthcoming general election. Meanwhile, the chairman of the NUJ Kano chapter, Comrade Abbas Ibrahim, said that the capacity building training was coming at the right time, that the nation is preparing for another round of general election come 2023. That is the news from Aluma television station. But before we go, let us remind you of our major headlines. Senate kick against CBN cash withdrawal policy. You heard that PDP members have been advised to be law-abiding citizens at all time. You also heard that military kills 7 wanted terrorists in Kaduna. And we also told you that Pere University Gusau announced Mudassir as new bossa. CDD trained journalists on election reportage. Be a patriotic citizen and report any suspicious movement around you. On behalf of the production crew, the news editor, I am Isma'Il Tukur Kaura, saying bye for now.